So this is Glide system is basically APIs or server side ways of accessing a field value or adding any messages or how we have to get or set something on a specific record based on server side execution. Basically, it is an API which will be mostly utilized under server side scripting. Okay.
Mhm.
So these things you should know before jumping into our server side scripting. Okay.
Okay.
Then based on, because you will be using these things under server side script, like
Mm.
everything. So let's move further on this. We have Glide System API, and it is having a collection of method which executes on server side. I have already mentioned, right?
Mm.
And we can access system level information here, like logged in user and what is the date today and what is the date time. So we can get some kind of information from the system. Okay, using this Glide System API, you will
Mm.
get more accurate details because it will fetch from server side, right?
Mm.
So it will show you the real time data mostly. And we have this user method. So what it does, first of all, we have multiple example here: get user, gs.get user, gs.get username, gs.get user id. You will use this method here. These are the method, and previously Glide System was the API. So Glide System dot. So we have shortcut of Glide System gs dot. Okay.
Mm.
So we will use gs dot get user. So you will get the user a user a name or user ID basically.
Mm.
And the username you will get first name, last name together, and user ID you will get the sys ID of record, and display name you will get the name of that specific user. Has role will give you what role uh, the current user is having or what role we can. This basically we can check as condition. gs dot has role, gs dot has role in group, and you will see the example here. You are seeing this example.
Mhm. Yeah.
So what they have done on first line, they are checking the condition if gs dot has role ITIL. So suppose what does this will check? I am the logged in user and suppose I am having the role ITIL. Okay,
Mm.
then only this script will execute. So the exist system administrator is having ITIL role. So this script will get execute and we will add some info message. So first is gs.getUser. So gs.getUser, what it has written? It has written some com.glide.sysuser dot this this value it will return to us. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
but this is not used anywhere. But the next gs.getUsername will be utilized more, and many other things like
Mm.
gs get user id, gs.get user. You can see here, and we are getting the first name, last name. This is the sys id, gs.get user id. Okay,
Mm.
and this is the username, second one. Username is different than first name and last name, right?
Mm. Yeah.
These are examples. And now we can see there are some methods which can be also utilized, like getting system property or getting any preference for a specific user or checking any conditional thing. And we can add the messages or logs, or we can prevent it or print it, and we can trigger the event also from here from scripting gs.event queue. So we can generate an event, and based on that event we can perform notification or anything. Okay,
Yeah.
and system property we can get gs.get property, and you can define property on backend and you can get the value from there. So just like it is shown in this example, right?
Mm.
GS dot on get property, and inside get property parameter, we have to pass system property name.
Okay.
And whatever value you might have defined under system property, that will be fetched, and based on that you can do the execution.
Mm.
And there are some more example like if location is empty, then display employer's location. So they have checked gs dot nil current dot location. So current dot location they will populate from caller's location. So a caller means the person who is raising the incident. Okay.
Mm.
And you will see below we are logging the value of system property. What if suppose things are executed accordingly, so they will log the value within the system and we can check the logs. Okay,
Okay. Mm.
just like below you are seeing the log under log table. Yes.
Email recipient. Okay.
Okay, this is the info message they have added, so it will display like that. Now work with date time field. This is one of the most important one, and this will be utilized almost every time for calculation or calculating the date difference between two fields, right?
Mm.
Or getting date time, what is the date time right now? So you can get that. And suppose you have to check the condition beginning of last week, end of last week. So these will be utilized very much while doing the date calculation. So suppose we have that start date, end date, right, in our system.
Mm.
So we do lot of calculation based on those field values. So these methods will be utilized for your scripting side. So for example, right now you can see we are getting the value of to date field, hire date and last date, right?
Mm. Question.
And they will compare like how many, what is the date difference between those two fields.
Mm.
And last day work must be greater than hire date. So they are checking everything here, like they are doing validation.
Okay.
Like last day cannot be added before first day, right?
Mm.
So if that is the case, they will empty the last date and they will do set abort action for current record. Current is also a method which is utilized to check with current record. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
Suppose we are on incident table, then current means it is incident table.
Mm.
And if suppose a similar current is for other scripting for other table, that will execute for that specific time wherever it is defined for a specific table.
Okay.
So these are the API for glide date and glide date time. See, right? So it is very cool way to get the date time, and you can access the date also for current time. Suppose you have to do the calculation from current time, current date time field with
Mm.
one of the specific date field, and you have to compare how many date has crossed.
Mm. Okay.
So you can do the date difference. We have method date difference, like do the comparison of both the field and you will get the difference and you can use that field.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
And if we talk about scoped glide system, what does that mean is like we are having a scoped application in ServiceNow, right?
Mm.
So log will be not allowed under uh, custom application side with the scoped one. So you have to use gs.debug or gs.info.
Okay.
gs.log will not work there. Okay.
Mm.
So gs anyway it will do the same thing gs.info also, but gs.log will not be available under scoped glide system.
Okay.
Many things can be utilized. Some of the thing is still restricted, but I will tell you that in further session as well.
Mm.
So these are the log messages for private application scope. gs.debug, gs.error, gs.info, gs.warn, gs.is debugging. Okay, so it will return true or false, basically, is debugging.
Okay.
Rest all will be, we have to add some message there. So it will show the message.
Mm.
Okay. And now you will see how logging method works here, and they are utilizing to use try catch here.
Mm.
Right. So this error occurred at runtime. Type error cannot be defined, cannot find function set value. This spelling is wrong here, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we are getting error, because we are catching the error. What is the error? Here we are getting the error, and here we have got the error, and we are printing the error under log.
Mm.
So gs.error will work in this case, and you can log the error.
Mm.
So this is an example where we do some integration. For that purpose, it is very useful.
Okay.
We can check like whether response is coming or not, whether what we are receiving, we can enter that log, or similarly, we can trigger notification also from
Mm.
here itself. Like we will trigger the event, and then event will trigger the notification if we are having any error. So we have done similar kind of logic once for our third party integration. So there we are you doing same thing. If any error is there, so we are sending the notification to admin people. Yeah, this is all about a GS, like Glide System API and Glide System methods. Okay.
Mm.
Now I will show you how we can mostly utilize. So currently I will not use business rule because I haven't covered that topic. So I will use background script here. Okay. So GS will work here also because it is server side script. And under a background script, you cannot use catalog client script here. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
So now what I will do is like gs dot now. See what is today's date? It is displaying.
Mm.
So similar way, if I do glide date, okay, it will not execute because we haven't entered this one. See, now date time has worked, and gs.now also I have shown you what it will return. gs.now will return the date, current date, okay, and other things that also we can utilize. But if requirement comes for utilizing that, then it will be utilized. Okay. Now we will check example for gs.get user ID. So this is the one. You can see there are multiple of things we can use, right? What it will return? It will return the sys ID of current logged in user.
Mm.
Okay. Uh, if suppose we have to get user display name, and we can get the name also. So first we will get the display name and see how it will print the data. You can see it is printing the system administrator, right? And if suppose I am doing gs.getUser, so it will put the data like this, which there was in our example, this, right?
Yeah.
We can do much things. gs dot see, these are beginning of current time, beginning of last 120 days. You are getting a lot of things here, right? Date difference also we can calculate, right?
Yeah.
So date difference of two fields we can calculate. We have a lot of things here to use under server side. Matlab, more than client script, you will get things under this server side. See how many are there. You can think of many things here. And it's like according to time zone, you will get the data. Okay, so you can see what all things we can utilize here. There are a number of things. Okay. These are the methods. gs.getUser I have shown. These are the things like conditional things. We can check has role if the current logged in user is having a specific role or not, right?
Yeah.
Current is utilized for a specific record. Current means if current, we cannot use current in background script first of all, okay?
Okay.
Because background script is not a record. It is not running on a specific record. It is just running on a backend server side script just for testing purpose. Okay. So these all things, do the practice, you will get lot of methods, and then you will be in much good condition to write server side script. Okay.
Okay.
Next, what I will